Hey guys, this is Sophie Mihalko, and I know that this is probably a new kind of video for you. So I'll wait a few seconds to welcome you to this live event. I am the administrator and the creator of Divorce Recovery Bootcamp Group, and I am so blessed to have all these people come and join us. I understand divorce is a very challenging time. It's confusing, and when we go through divorce, there's a lot of things that are happening. For me, I remember being taken over by emotions. I remember that all these emotions came, and I did not really have the tools to handle these emotions. And my life was just like, my life was controlled by the emotions. So I would really like to offer you today some tools to have a lot of ease with emotions. Why? Because I simply don't believe you have to be a victim of just crying in the middle of the day. Although, guess what? There's nothing wrong with crying in the middle of the day. And this is actually the number one tool that I would like to give you. The first thing I'd like to give you, is that there is nothing wrong with emotion. Sorry, I get excited sometimes and I skip some words. So there's nothing wrong with emotions. And if you can look at this, and if you can for yourself say, you know what if I just allowed whatever emotion, maybe laughter, anger, crying, despair, whatever it is that I'm going through, what if I just allowed it? What if I just be with it, be aware of it, be really present with it, but don't judge it? Because let me tell you, from the moment you start judging your emotions, you're actually locking it into place. So if you really want to be free of emotions, the first thing to do is to be okay with your emotions. You know, I did a webinar a few weeks ago and I told you guys that emotions are not to be something that you have to be afraid of. You know, an emotion is an intense energy. It's like, whoa, this is now happening in my world. Oh my gosh, my whole family is coming, apart because of this thing called divorce. Oh my gosh, this is completely changing where I thought I was going to live, what I thought I was going to do, and who I was going to live with. And I feel like I'm losing sense of what's real, what's not real, all of that. So this is something that's present in your life, and being afraid of it is going to make it bigger. But just being, you know what? This is what's happening. This is what I'm going through. I'm okay. Like, I'm going to be okay. Eventually, you're going to be okay. Eventually, you're going to get on the other side and it's going to be awesome. And you will be okay. I promise you that. But while you're in it, do not fight it. Okay? So that's the first thing. If you resist whatever is coming up, you will not be able to handle it. So that means, you know what? Leave your desk, go to the bathroom and cry, or lock yourself in your closet and scream, and whatever it is you have to do to get through that emotion, to just be present with it, to allow it to be, do that. As the fastest that you can do this, the fastest the emotions will be gone. The fastest you can just not judge your emotion and be completely okay with the fact that you have emotions, the fastest they will go away. Okay, so that's part one. Part two is the thoughts that come with the emotion, because an emotion is not by itself. And if it was simply an emotion, it's simply your body communicating with you an energy, something that's going on, right? So you have this big energy and you just have to get through it. Being present with your body is what's going to help you. However, there's also often with the emotion, there's all these thoughts, especially if you're like in the middle of the day, suddenly crying or angry and nothing really happened to trigger that, but you're like going through it. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to look at why. Now, this is not what I'm saying you should do. What I'm saying is this is what you do. What people do is they look at why they're feeling like this. A why question does not open anything. It brings you back to the beginning, to what you were looking at. So you do this vicious circle when you're asking why questions. It's like this vicious circle. Asking why is not going to help you get rid of your emotions. Now, if you really want to play the mental game, if you really want to get into the thoughts of what's going on, well, first of all, sorry, before I get to that, justifying your emotion is going to also lock it in place. So if you're looking for, well, I'm feeling like this because there is, my ex-husband did this, or my ex-wife did this, or this is what's happening because. So as soon as you start looking for a reason or a justification for your emotion, it's simply going to make that emotion even more true, even more solid, and something you cannot get out of. Okay, so instead of explaining or justifying your emotion, you ask a question. And you're going to ask questions that are going to open you up to other possibilities. Now, remember, we're not resisting the emotion. Now we're also asking questions. So when we're asking the question, we ask them something like, how does it get any better than this? Yes, even when you're in the middle of tears on the floor, you can ask, how does it get any better than this? You can also ask, what else is possible here that I'm not considering? You could also ask, what else can I choose? If you simply ask, what else can I choose? Your body is going to be like, oh, she wants to choose, or he wants to choose something different. Boom, this is what else you can choose. So it could be taking a walk, it could be writing your thoughts, it could be cooking, it could be calling a friend, whatever it is. But when you ask a question, something is going to come up, and you will be able to, suddenly the emotion will not have so much power over you. So it seems way too simple. I know that many of you are going to be like, well, Sophie, this and that and this and that. And I get it. And I totally get it. You're right. You have very good reasons for your emotions and for the intensity of your emotions. Absolutely. And if you want to move forward, if you want to move past beyond that, you're going to have to let go of resisting your emotion, number one, and number two, justifying it. If you justify your emotion, you're stuck. Instead, ask a question and open up to what else is possible. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for watching. This is Sophie. We're going to do this probably once a week, so maybe not always the same time, but I like doing Fridays. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this, comment below. I will respond to your question below, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.